How's it going, everybody? Today is, let's go into today, of course, Wednesday, June 17th, 2020 at 9:33 p.m. I wanted to do an update on my M1 Finance portfolio. I did go ahead and change it to Terminator because we're going to terminate the stock market. I'm just going to terminate the stock market. I'm just joking about that, but here it is. Now, I did move all of my stocks from Webull over to M1 Finance, and let's go and take. And I did add a couple of stocks as well. Let's go and take a look at that as well. But before we get into it, overall the portfolio is a return of 1.68%, $25.46. Now, it does say the net cash flow is $2,133. But if we subtract the gains from Webull, originally I invested only $1,500 with Webull, so it is over still quite a bit. I did keep some cash before I did transfer the money into this account for myself as well for personal reasons. So overall, my net cash flow should be $1,600, but it's at $2,133 because of the money we transferred over. I did have to sell my stocks from Webull in order to move them over to M1 Finance. Now, of course, we have Tesla, Microsoft, Google, Apple, Amazon, Disney, Boeing, Live Nation, Pepsi, Coca-Cola. One of the new stocks that I did add was NVDA, NVIDIA, for those that don't know. NVIDIA is really mostly about artificial intelligence. Here's a little bit of a description if you want to take a look at it right there. Over the 5-year, if you look at over the 5-year charts, they have been growing substantially, which is a good sign as well. And of course, I do think artificial intelligence is definitely going to grow over the next couple of years. So for me, this is definitely, I feel like, a good investment. Once again, I do want to reiterate that I am not a financial expert, and please do your due diligence and looking up and doing your own research as well when it comes to investing. These are just my overall journey, and I feel like I want to share that with everybody. And yeah, let's keep moving on. Of course, Facebook, MasterCard, Visa. Here is another one of my new additions to the portfolio. It's Canopy Growth Corp. Now, I myself don't participate in the consumption of marijuana, but I do feel personally that it is an investment that over the next couple of years will grow as well. So let's go ahead and look at that. Here is the description. Of course, it is a cannabis stock that is based in Canada. Over the 5-year term, it did have a bit of a good growth up until about May 9th of last year, which it did go ahead and continue down the trend. So I do feel that right now would be a good time to get into a good Canopy stock. I did do some research over the next. I didn't want to get. Let me slow down. I wanted to invest in cannabis, so I did do some research into different cannabis stocks. I looked at a couple of different ones, and I just liked Canopy Growth Corp more than all the other ones that I found, so I did add that one to the portfolio. There's that. We'll go ahead and get into these in a little bit. This one's my favorite addition to the portfolio, and this one is going to help diversify me into different sectors of the stock market, and I do hope to grow more of a 3% in my portfolio, but as of right now, I do have it set at 3%, which I can definitely adjust that later, but right now it's set at 3%. Medtronic is my healthcare or health sector stock that I added to my portfolio over the past week. And overall, I just felt like Medtronic was a good company to invest in. Of course, we did see the dip due to the yeah, we did see the dip from the coronavirus that hit it. So I felt that Medtronic was a good stock to add as far as when it comes to healthcare. I did look at other ones as far as which one I really wanted to add. I only wanted to add in one as of right now. Be looking into adding more healthcare later on, but as of right now, I want to add in one. And I just felt like Medtronic was a good decision for me after reading overall about the company and how they're doing financially as well. And so, if you want to read these are definitely good little brief points on them as well. Now, as you did see, that I did sell SPY and BLV. As you looked, it does say 1 buy and 3 sells. Now I am selling $20 worth of American Express to bring down my position in that. I had it set at 2%, but I brought it down to 1%. So in order to do that, I just wanted to go ahead and sell $20 because I feel like I can use that $20 and put it somewhere else in my portfolio. But it will sell at least because I didn't sell this one in time today, so it will sell these two stocks and add it over to Medtronic. So yeah, as of right now, that is my M1 Finance portfolio. I do feel like I have put some good companies in there that over the next couple of years will have potential to grow as well, and good, what do you call it, blue chip stocks as well. And I feel like it's also diversified as well as far as financials. Of course, I still have American Airlines as far as travel and Carnival as well. Lululemon and Under Armour I like a lot too. I just feel like this portfolio does represent me. Disney, I did bring it up to 9% of my portfolio, and I just love Disney as a company. Tesla, Microsoft, Google, Apple, definitely top blue chip stocks. I can't say enough about them. But let's go ahead and move on to my Roth IRA that I just set up literally today. And this is where I'm going to be putting the SPY, or I changed it to SPYD High Dividend ETF. And I moved the Vanguard Long-Term Bond Index Fund over here. Now, this portfolio is going to be mainly bonds and the SPY ETF. But I am going to add a little bit of Airbus. For those that don't know, basically, does it talk about it? Basically, Airbus is the main competition to Boeing. They do the same. They're basically the same as Boeing. But Airbus and Boeing are the top two competitors when it comes to commercial aircrafts. This is a little bit of the company profile. Airbus provides aerospace products, services, and solutions in the Netherlands and internationally. The company operates in 3 segments: Airbus, Airbus Helicopters, and Airbus Defense and Space segments. If you want to read more, this is a little bit more of the company profile. And I do feel having a little bit of Airbus in there is good for me. Yeah. And this one is an interesting stock, Mind Medicine. I was doing some research and I came across a YouTube video by Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank, and I was watching it, and it was going on basically talking about this company, Mind Medicine. If you want a look at that video, I will go ahead and try to add up a card as well, so that way you can click on it, and if that doesn't show up, I will go ahead and add the YouTube link to the video as well down below. And I mean, it's pretty interesting if you look at the video. Let me go ahead and give you a little bit of what mind medicine is. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to read a little bit of this because I just find this very interesting. So My Medicine Inc. is a neuropharmaceutical company discovers, develops, and deploys psychedelic-inspired medicines to improve health and wellness and alleviate suffering. The company focuses on the development of 18 methylpsychoneuride, blah blah blah. Nah, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm sorry about my mispronunciation. Basically, an alpha 3 beta 4 nicotine. I can't read today. I'm sorry. Receptors antagonist that modulates excessive dopamine fluctuations in the mesolimbic system of the brain for treating various forms of addiction. It is also involved in the phase 2 clinical trials of LSD microdosing for adult ADHD. The company is headquartered in Reno, Nevada. But yeah, if I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and put a link for the video, or try to put a card in this video as well, so that we can go ahead and check that out. It's a discussion between, I believe, the CEO of the company and Mr. Wonderful himself, just talking about overall how the company is doing right now. They are starting, I believe it said, phase 2 trials in quarter 4 of this year. They're going to begin starting phase 2 trials in quarter 4 in Europe to see how the drug reacts. And I'm very interested to see how this company performs. And I like how it's at 30 cents per share. It definitely, since it's definitely taken a new turn on things, it has a lot of potential to grow. Who knows where it might end up? I mean, this stock is a hit or miss, and like most of the whole stock market at all. And yeah, we'll see how that works. That's basically how I found out Live Nation. I did some research, but back in April, when I did start my overall investment journey, I watched a video by, who was it, Mark Cuban, and how he was buying up a lot of Live Nation SPY stocks, or shares. So it's also good, like whenever I do find out who's investing in what. But like I said, please do your own research and figure out what's best for you. And yeah, let's go ahead and see. I'm going to be adding in money into this account on Friday, so that way I can invest into these companies right here. And we're going to continue to see how these portfolios grow over the next couple of years until I'm retired. However long I live, if I live to be 100 or you live to be 70, that has yet to be seen. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you find anything interesting that you have done research in the stock market. Always feel free to describe, and I hope everyone has a good, what's today, Tuesday? Week. Yeah, see y'all next time.